The mortals call it Paris of the East, New York of the West. Their version of my city teems with young tea. Violent, virulent, vibrant life force. An unending playground for foreign powers, merchants and gangsters all vying to dominate. But the most inviolable rule of the cosmos is balance. Yang cannot exist without yin. Mortal Shanghai is no different. We Yao Jing, deities and demons alike, have a yin version of our own. Immortal Shanghai, the glittering capital of hell. On our side of the veil, the hell side, the deserted river flows black and thick in the gloom. But through the veil, smoky shadows of mortal boats crowd the currents. Large junks with their bat-wing sails ghost across the water. Smaller sampans bounce in their wake, while floating among them are dark rectangular shapes. Coffins. More and more these days. Civil unrest in the mortal world, compounded by foreign powers eager to butcher the Middle Kingdom into trophy cuts of meat, floods immortal Shanghai with ghosts. A few years ago, the Japanese bombed Jiabei, Shanghai's Chinese quarter. The ghost ferries docked at our ports, one after another, in a never-ceasing convoy of death. The sour, sweet stench of rotting plants and brine burns my nose. Mixed into the cocktail of scents is one that makes me gag and salivate at the same time. The unmistakable reek of bloated corpses full of blood. My fangs, tiny white claws, pierce through my gums. The pinch in my belly grows, gnawing upwards until it is a burning thirst that lines my throat with needles. The sudden slap of water against wood sends fear pebbling across my skin despite the sodden heat. My fangs retract, the bloodlust fades. I press hard against the door, though I know I'm safe distance from the water. The wood creaks in protest, and it takes a few seconds before I understand it's only the approach of a sampan. With effort, I peel myself away from the door so I don't break the weathered wood by accident. I never like the water. Thank Tian, it never rains here. As the dark shape of a sampan approaches the fog boundary, I rearrange my teepao, tugging the pale blue fabric past my knees and redoing my collar button. Big Wang, like all Yaojiang, is quite conservative about these things. One of those bitch fox spirits from my grandmother's court reported me for showing too much leg, and I had to peel garlic in the Cathay Hotel's kitchens for a month in apology for my disregard of Confucian virtues and offending my ancestors. What a load of piss fart. It took a month for me to stop sneezing, and another before I stopped reeking at the stuff. The scratch of a match and the hiss of a flame pull my attention back to the river. Boy, oh boy, me. A gruff voice utters the words which pierce the barrier to our Shanghai. From the murky dark emerges a dingy sampan, more sliver of bark than boat. A squat man steps off the open stern onto the rickety dock. The wood creaks under his bare feet. Over his shoulder he balances a large, lumpy sack, and from his mouth dangles a glowing joss stick. As he makes his way up the gangplank, coils of blue smoke spiral in the air behind him, releasing the scent of sandalwood into the night. He stops at the edge of the dirt road, 20 paces from me, and dumps his cargo with a grunt. The delivery is much larger than I expected. The mortal doesn't come any closer. He's no fool. He may have a pass from Big Wang to enter and leave our realm as long as the joss stick burns, though it's no guarantee of safety. His blood and yang qi sing to me, but I keep my distance. Big Wang forgives me many of my failings, both accidental and intentional, but even I know not to harm his couriers. I press against the door again, this time not from fear, but out of caution. The mortal bows in my direction, low, as befitting a mortal to a Yaojiang. He doesn't know what I am, only that I'm dangerous. Slowly, the mortal shuffles backwards, an eye on the shadows where I stand, retracing his steps to his sampan, back to mortal Shanghai. His scent lingers and makes me shudder with want. Only when his sampan is safely across the veil do I approach the roughly woven bag. It's an awkward shape, all bulges and strange angles. I reach for the sack. The thing inside wriggles, then a mortal-shaped form sits up. I jump back 3 feet. What the hell's? The scent is so strong now that my knees...